Hi guys, we are discussing the book Reclaiming Hindu Temples by Dr. Chandni Sengupta, and today we get into the topic of Hindu resistance to the Arab conquest. The ruler of the Chach dynasty, Raja Dahir, did not surrender meekly, as has been projected by many historians to Muhammad bin Qasim. He put up strong resistance against the army of the Zealot. Raja Dahir fought for 5 long days to save Bharat from the invaders. According to Marxist historians, Hindu kings were weak and could not stand against the formidable forces of Islam. However, Indian history is replete with examples of bravery of Hindu kings and the stiff resistance posed by them against the invading armies. A passage from Chachnama elaborates the bravery of Raja Dahir. Fight of the second day, Dahir fights the third day with the Arab army. Fight of the fourth day, fight of the fifth day, the array of the army of Islam. Muhammad Qasim Saqifi reads the Khutha. Muhammad Qasim exhorts his soldiers. The Arab army charges the infidels. Shuja Habshi becomes a martyr. Muhammad Qasim charges in the name of God. Chachnama, translated by Eliot and Dawson and on page 169. The passage bears testimony to the fact that Raja Dahir did not give up in the face of adversity. He fought valiantly on the battlefield. A reference to the bravery of the Raja is also made in Kitab Futu al-Buldan. The quote says, Dahir was forced to dismount, he kept on fighting, but was killed near evening. Kitab Futu al-Buldan, page 220. After the beheading of Raja Dahir, Muhammad bin Qasim unleashed his wrath on the people of Sindh. Many women burnt themselves, including Bai, the wife of Raja Dahir. They decided to commit themselves to fire to save their honor. Rani Bai addressed a congregation of women and urged them to burn themselves. The women went into a house, set it on fire and burned themselves. For them, honor was more precious than life. Evidence of this comes from Kitab Futu al-Buldan. The quote from Futu al-Buldan on this context says, Muhammad ibn al-Qasim conquered Rawar by force. In this place there was a wife of Dahir, who in fear lest she be captured, burned herself and her attendants and all her possessions. Kitab Futu al-Buldan, page 220 to 221. Jaisya, the son of Raja Dahir, also continued to fight bravely against the invading Arabs. He entrenched himself in the fort of Rawar, but on hearing the news of Arab invaders' arrival, he decided to shift with his army to Brahmanabad. Later, Muhammad bin Qasim captured the fort of Rawar and killed 6,000 men. Women and children were made captives. Another Rani of Raja Dahir, named Ladi, had also planned to save her honor. Rani Ladi had distributed all her wealth among the warriors of Raja Dahir's army to encourage them to resist the Arabs. Rani Ladi was a brave woman who did whatever she could to save herself and her family from the Arabs. Unfortunately, the fort of Brahmanabad was captured suddenly and she was taken captive and enslaved. Muhammad bin Qasim later purchased her. Chachnama states that 30,000 people were taken captive. Raja Dahir's head was sent to Al-Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, the military governor of the Umayyad Caliphate. Along with this, the wealth that was looted and women were also sent to the capital of the Umayyads. Daughters of chiefs were enslaved and sent to the court of the Caliph. Many of these women were given as gifts to the nobles. Raja Dahir's niece was also enslaved. She was later married to the Caliph's nephew. The manner in which the Arabs and later the Turks treated captive women is a separate matter of study, but the fact that the feminist historians have chosen to ignore this aspect of Islamic history points to a well-guarded attempt at justifying their exploitation.